The next big update is one that we've known about for a while, and details have been pretty scarce, but today Epic pulled back the curtains just a little bit to give us an update on what's to come. To start with, the version 41 updates will focus on improving game stability. That means huge performance increases hopefully, bug killing and quality of life, and that's fine with me since patch 42 is going to bring a huge rebalance and an entirely new card system. It's expected that until then these patches are going to be pretty empty. We also got a sneak peek at a new hero, Zinx, coming in version 41.3, and she is said to be bringing Mega Sustain to the offlane, which excites me because you know I'm an offlane main, and damn, we've been getting a lot of heroes lately. Zinx will be followed by a series of reworks starting with Iggy and Scorch in version 42. Now they didn't say what the Iggy and Scorch rework was, but it was data mined recently, so I'll give you a quick rundown on what we might see for Iggy and Scorch. Iggy now has a passive which says Iggy and Scorch's Fire Spit and Flame Turret projectiles apply a stack of damage per tick over a certain duration to enemies, which is actually pretty interesting because, as you know, traditional passives have been removed from the game and instead they were reworked into abilities. So this begs the question, does Iggy get a passive, and if so, will we see this on maybe some but not all heroes, or is this passive like current heroes and it's tied to an ability? Iggy still has his flame turrets, but they now shoot fireballs for a duration. The fireball deals damage to a single target and 50% of that damage in a 200 radius of that target, so sort of like splash damage. The turrets have limited fuel, and leveling up this ability will allow Iggy to place more turrets in the world at once, which is how it currently works. So pretty interesting, quite different to what we currently have, whereas now it's more of a flamethrower. In the rework it's projectile based with splash damage, which actually might be a lot better, but I don't want to talk too much about it in depth until the rework is revealed and all the details are confirmed. Iggy's secondary is Oil Spill. Scorch spits out a blob that applies oil, which slows targets significantly. If targets are lit on fire, they will burn for damage every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. Iggy's alternate is Fire Spit. Scorch spits out a flaming projectile, dealing damage, and his ultimate is Blaze. All turrets become buffed for a duration, while buffed turrets are immune to damage, have unlimited fuel, and fire a line of fire, dealing damage per tick. When the duration is ended, the turrets gain full fuel. So this firstly of course is speculation from what has been data mined, so don't take anything I say as, you know, guaranteed. And secondly, I don't really want to talk about data mined information too much, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll talk more about Iggy and Scorch when Epic have revealed Iggy 2.0. Now before we leave Iggy behind, check out this sweet skin. I saw this skin when I went to visit Epic all the way back in August, yeah, almost 12 months ago. I saw this skin concept and I've kept quiet up until now. This skin is seriously going to be amazing and you guys are going to love it. There is some, I guess, bad but good news perhaps, depending on how you view it. Epic have said after looking at all the changes coming in version 42, we have chosen to rework a couple of our older heroes to make them more relevant in Monolith. These reworks will replace the new hero that would have shipped in this slot. More on this soon. So basically, goodbye new hero every 3 weeks and hello new rework, or new hero every 3 weeks potentially. I guess we'll know soon enough. Epic have hyped up patch 42 to be bigger than any other patch. It releases on the 8th of August and promises to be game changing. I mean, just look at the art, it's amazing. The patch will include final Monolith art, and I know you've been waiting on this one for ages. I've seen the bring back legacy comments, Monolith is ugly, way too much. The Iggy rework is also included, an entirely new itemization or card system rework, rebalanced in-game economy, a full gameplay rebalance based on card and economy changes, a new mastery system, a new range carry, and more coming in patch 42. There's not really any in-depth details on any of these topics, of course, other than the data mined Iggy rework, but we did get this image of what I can only imagine are cards from the new card system, and damn, they look completely different to the ones we currently have. Let's take a bit of an in-depth look. It appears that the top left is the affinity of the card. So we have Death, previously known as Corruption, Order, Chaos, previously known as Fury, and Growth. We're missing Intellect, which has been renamed to Knowledge, and Neutral cards. The name of the card I think runs alongside while what could potentially be a passive or active effect runs at the bottom. I have no idea what any of these are, but Toxic Horde seems to be something that might apply a poison effect, while the Titan's Tribute, which is the order card, looks to mention something called Overhealing, which is actually already in effect in Paragon on a card called Font of the Rapture. What Overhealing does is it turns any lifesteal you have into a shield for a duration. So say you had 1000 health and you hit someone for 100 damage with 10% lifesteal. You would now have 1000 health but a shield of 10, and this can be increased in caps at a certain point. I almost missed this, but then Fearless mentioned it to me. The cards actually have levels in the top right. It's difficult to see, but they're there. So perhaps you can level up cards now and upgrades don't exist. You simply buy a deck of cards and spend your gold or whatever the new currency is to level that card up. It's interesting that no base stats appear on the card, but I will say the new card art looks amazing, and I really like the direction they've taken, at least with the art. Even on Monolith, it looks fantastic from the one picture we've seen. I'm hoping we get some more details on the new card system soon, because man, this actually looks pretty sick. What also caught my eye was that on the table we have 7 cards, but there's only 6 affinities: Fury, Growth, Death, Knowledge, Order, and Universal. So the 7th card could be the prime card that's most likely been reworked to something completely different, and hopefully now we have more than just 3 prime cards. That's all Epic really gave us. I wish I had more to tell you, but let me know your thoughts and speculation in the comment section below. I know there's a lot of Iggy lovers out there that are pretty hyped, and like all of you, I've been waiting for Monolith to look beautiful for a very long time. I've seen it come a long way. Like Legacy, we'll soon be leaving the old Monolith art, the current card system and economy behind us to move on to bigger and better things, I hope. Smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed, subscribe for all the latest Paragon content, because things are just getting started.